One more day, 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 one more day.
What I've described as the Ed Sheeran of sea shanties before. Well, have you heard the news now, Johnny? One more day. We're home now tomorrow, Johnny. One more day. One more day, Johnny's one more day. Come rock and roll me over, Johnny. One more day. Well, we're homeward bound tomorrow, Johnny. One more day. We're homeward bound together, Johnny. One more day. Only one more day, me Johnny. One more day. Come rock and roll me over, Johnny. One more day. No more gales or heavy weather. One more day. We'll hold those lines and ropes together, boys. One more day. One more day, me Johnny's one more day. Come rock and roll me over, Johnny. One more day. Hear the girls they calling Johnny. One more day. Hear the boys they're holding Johnny. One more day. Only one more day, me Johnny's one more day. Come rock and roll me over, Johnny. One more day. One more day, me Johnny's one more day. Come rock and roll me over, Johnny. One more day. Here's one of my favourite sea songs ever. I've recently become a father, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, great.
I say that, he's 15, but I've said that every gig since he's been born. So he's 15 years old, he's going into his final year of school. But I've said that at every gig since he's been born for that reaction. This is a capstan shanty, which means it was used to raise the anchor on board the ships. If you were here for lots of ship facts, then I do apologise, because these songs I was saying earlier to Robert that I've not really, my closest to sailing that I've got was a cruise ship. I was an entertainer on a cruise ship for 5.5 years, and I've never ever sailed on a boat really. I've not been doing the work. So, I'm a fraud, it's true. But no, the songs mean a lot to me. I mean, you saw the big TikTok thing that happened with the Wellerman and songs like that. But I've been doing this since I was 18, which was quite a while ago. And what brings me together with the songs is I ended up in a festival in Germany. I said to, my university told me I had to sing songs from where I'm from. I said, I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a way around it and be a rebel, because why not? Take down the system, right? One university module at a time. And so I'm from Portsmouth in the south coast of England, and I found these songs that had travelled all around the world, and I figured they must have been in Portsmouth at some point, right? So I sang, for my first module at university, I sang all sea songs and shanties, and ended up being invited to this festival in Germany, where I met a group singing the same songs but in sort of different languages. I think I heard the same song in about 40 different languages in one weekend at this festival, and it was the community thing. It didn't matter where you were from, it didn't matter who you were, it didn't matter whether you could sing or not. We were all there enjoying the same songs but in different languages, and it just really hit home that they're a community vibe. And that's why I sing them, not because I know anything about boats or do any sailing. So. I'll try and throw in some ship facts throughout the evening just to And if I get any wrong, do feel free to shout at me. Feel free to shout at me while I'm up here, whatever, make some requests. If you've got any requests, do keep them to yourselves, that'd be lovely. And no, but I ended up, failing that module at university as well. It's a song called Shenandoah. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Oh, where you rolling river. That's the chorus line. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, I'm bound to go across the wide Missouri. Missouri, she's a mighty river. Oh, where you rolling river. Missouri, she's a crazy river. Away, I'm bound to go across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I love your daughter. Oh, where you rolling river. I'll take her across these raging waters. Away, I'm bound to go across the wide Missouri. Oh, where you rolling river. Oh, where you rolling river. Oh, where you rolling river. We'll cross the wide Missouri. Cheers, good night. Any teachers in the ring? Very quiet. Any non-teachers in the room?
Yeah.
Do you know how happy you lot sound? I'm a teacher. I'm a part-time teacher back at school. I teach music, believe it or not, in a place in the UK called Portsmouth, where I'm from, and it's one of the most deprived postcodes in the country. And I love it. It's wonderful. It's my hometown. I'm born and bred there. I don't know where I'm going with this. So, a bit of a well-known shanty song. It is an old traditional song. It was made famous later on by a small band from the USA called the Beach Boys. So please, your line is, I feel so broke up, I want to go home. But what I do request is that you don't sing it too sincerely at this point in the evening. We came on the sloop, John B., grandfather and me. Around Nassau town we did row, drinking all night, got into a fight. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sails, see how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore, let me go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Well, I feel so broken, I wanna go home. Well, the first mate, he got drunk, broke into the captain's trunk. Constable had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, won't you leave him alone? 'Cause I feel so broken, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sails, see how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain and sure let me go home. I wanna go home. Please let me go home. 'Cause I feel so broken, I wanna go home. Said not too sincerely. Hoist up the John B. sails, see how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain and sure let me go home. I wanna go home. Please let me go home. 'Cause I feel so broken, I wanna go home. Yeah, I feel so broken, I wanna go home.
Chris, welcome to Halifax, man.
Thank you. It's great to be here, honestly.
Well, you've got great weather.
Yeah.
And you were here a couple of days ago. You flew in and, boy, are your arms tired and all that?
Yeah, I flew in Monday.
Yeah.
And I've been a tourist for 2 days. It's been lovely. Honestly, I went down, had a wander, went over to the Harbour Hopper, and I was there, and it's just a great experience. Learnt a lot. Did the Maritime Museum.
Right.
Bumped into friends at Taproom Growlers, who are a shanty group. They were singing on the pier last night, on the waterfront there, and that was a lovely, pleasant sort of surprise because they're going to be at the festival later on in the tour
up
as
in
well.
New Brunswick.
So, yeah,
Great. Well, I came across you on an advert that you had on Facebook. I think that's where I found you, and I clicked through. And I listened, and I thought, well, this is cool, shanty tunes.
Yeah.
Right. And so your show is mostly original shanty tunes or songwriter story tunes and stuff.
Yeah, it's a combination, I suppose. I mean,
Yeah.
I talk a lot in between songs. It's more, and it's came across it when I was younger, the shanties, and there's two really stories. I suppose the first was at university. I went to Newcastle to study folk and traditional music, and I was told I could only sing songs from Hampshire, where I'm from, in the UK. And me being a bit rebellious went, well, I'm going to find a loophole here. And the loophole was we were a naval town and we had lots of ships coming in and out. And sort of my loophole was the shanties. So I did this whole Sea Shanty project for my first module. And they said, nope, that wasn't the aim of the module. You failed. So I failed my first module at university. But it was my own rebellious sort of streak that got me there. And then from doing that, I was invited over to a festival in Germany, and I fell in love with the community and what I heard. These same songs that I'd known and seen and witnessed and explored, but in 7 or 8 different languages, and they're the same tune, same songs. And but we're all there singing together, and that's what it was to me. It was the community vibe of it that really drew me into the shanties completely. So
cool.
This is a mandocello, if anyone's interested. It's a wonderful sounding instrument. It's one of my favourite songs. I've just finished recording, literally just finished recording another, I want to say CD, but I don't think it's ever going to become a CD because they don't exist anymore really, do they? And it's a song written by a man called Ian Woods from the UK. Is anyone else from the UK here? No, nobody from the UK. So I'm the alien in the room right now. Yes, this one's great. It's got a great chorus. It's one more poor boys, that'll do, boys. Soon we'll draw alongside. Hoist her upward, swing her inboard, for the journey is nearly done. And I'll see you at the other end, right? It's been a long time. Oh, I need to explain one thing, because I did this the other day. Sorry. I need to explain what bum fluff is. Because there's a word in this, bum fluff, and I thought,
By the way, I'm going to be a bit rusty tonight. It's my first gig of the tour, so what I'm going to learn from my mistakes at the next gig. So if you're about the next gig, I'm going to be much better. Bum fluff is when you sort of going through puberty or teenager when you can't really grow a beard, and it's the little strains of
Beach fuzz.
beach fuzz.
Peach fuzz. Peach fuzz.
Beach fuzz. That's a much nicer name than the one I met with an old group of old sailors yesterday from the Navy, and they called it something very different. But I'm not going to repeat it because it's incredibly rude, and I don't feel like I know you that well yet. It involved the word grips. So that's bum fluff. When we get there, you'll know. It's been a long time since you've seen her. Could have been 3 years or more. Will she be waiting when we dock, boys? Or like others, will she be gone? It's one more pool, boys, that'll do, boys. Soon we'll jaw alongside, hoist her upward, swing her inboard, for the journey's nearly done. Well, you're looking mighty smart, boy, dressed up in your number ones. You've scrounged a new blade from the purser to scrape the bum fluff from your chin. It's one more pool, boys, that'll do, boys. Soon we'll jaw alongside, hoist her upward, swing her inboard, for the journey's nearly done. When we fix those bow and stern lines and stagger down the gangway, if she's waiting there, just kiss her. Turn around, give us a smile. It's one more pool, boys, that'll do, boys. Soon we'll jaw alongside, hoist her upward, swing her inboard, for the journey's nearly done. And we soon will go ashore, boys, get drunk in the clubs and bars and stagger homeward. Pockets empty like so many nights before. It's one more pool, boys, that'll do, boys. Soon we'll jaw alongside, hoist her upward, swing her inboard, for the journey's nearly done. While a man may take a wife, boys, and a man may take a mistress, but a sailor has his ship, boys, and his mistress is the sea. It's one more pool, boys, that'll do, boys. Soon we'll jaw alongside, hoist her upward, swing her inboard, for the journey's nearly done. It's one more pool, boys, that'll do, boys. Soon we'll jaw alongside, hoist her upward, swing her inboard, for the journey's nearly done.
I've played Germany a number of times now, and it's a great audience there too, right? It's a different audience,
Yeah.
a little bit different maybe than England. It's certainly different than here, and you get it's cosmopolitan, and you get a lot of different stuff mixed in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's bizarre because it's another shanty festival. It's all like-minded people as well. So I
Right.
suppose it's even a bit more. It's very niche. It's very
Right.
But there's festivals all over the world for this community, and it's
Yeah.
it's just wonderful. And it's
So the shanties, sea shanties, I remember on TikTok a few years ago, or a couple of years ago, or whatever, there was a flash of sea shanties going around. Did you get any leg up on that?
No, I was late to the party, I
No.
think. Lockdown was pretty... I mean, I'm a school teacher as well back in the UK. Sort of,
Okay.
I teach part-time and I do the music thing, and I'm trying to push the music more and more over the things, and I think I missed the boat on that, literally.
Right.
On the TikTok thing, because I don't know, I suppose I was due to go out to Canada, France, Poland, just before lockdown hit in the UK.
Right.
And I had, I think, 26 dates over 2 months that I was gonna go really, really hard with it, and then COVID hit, and I think I went into a little hole at that point, and sort of cut myself off from the world. It was so easy to do that at that time. So
We did too. I know lots
Yeah.
of people who did.
yeah, and it's. I think I didn't realise until later on that it hit me that bad, because
Right.
you couldn't go out, and so it was a bad time. But the TikTok thing, I ended up putting myself together and doing what I called a cover a day, and it was so I was singing a cover of a song every single day and posting it online for people
cool.
to then sort of get engaged with, and maybe bring a smile to some people's faces as well.
And you're a songwriter, so a lot of some of the stuff you're doing tonight, we're here at the Carlton, and thanks to the Carlton for housing us here in downtown Halifax. Tonight, and for your show, your tour, you're doing some original tunes. So have you been writing a long time?
I've been I suppose I've been on off as a songwriter for a sort of long time, and I've struggled with writing songs. I mean, I write a lot, but I always find that the message I want to say, or the things I want to say, someone's already done it better. And so, I write. They tend to come at the right time. The songs that I write, they tend to be that moment and that thing. I can't sit down and sort of systemically write a song. It just has to happen, and that's the one that comes away with me, and that's...
You're not like a corporate writer getting up at 10 a.m. and writing for 2 hours and taking lunch and writing for 3 hours and
No, I can't do that. I don't know. I mean, I've tried, and it just doesn't work. So.
Right.
Wayne, this is Boston and St. John's, written by A.Doyle, right? So what's your boot? Oh, it's a boot. And this song, it means a lot to me. Like I said, I played it before going away on the ships, where I ended up spending 5 years, and so it means quite a lot to me. And also, this song was my dad's favourite song as well.
Yeah, that's good.
He's not dead or anything, it's just not his favourite song anymore. The jokes don't get any better, I warn you. Please don't tell me that it's morning. Can we keep the curtains drawn? I'm not giving you fair warning. And my ship, she sails at dawn. I must be going, swear I won't be long. There's not that much ocean between Boston and St. John's. I'm a rover, and I'm bound to sail away. I'm a rover. They love me anyway. And if some suitor comes approaching, will you let him through your door? If I return and I'm half broken, will you love me anymore? I must be going, swear I won't be long. There's not that much ocean between Boston and St. John's. I'm a rover, and I'm bound to sail away. I'm a rover. Will you love me anyway? Please don't tell me that it's morning. Can we keep the curtains drawn? I'm not giving you fair warning. And my ship, she sails at dawn. I must be going, I swear I won't be long. There's not that much ocean between Boston and St. John's. I'm a rover, and I'm bound to sail away. I'm a rover. Love me anyway. I must be going, swear I won't be long. There's not that much ocean between Boston and St. John's. I'm a rover, and I'm bound to sail away. I'm a rover. Will you love me anyway? It's a really cool song. I got so sidetracked. Yes, I was talking about meeting Sean in Ottawa, wasn't I? And then we got talking about Ottawa. And I was doing a Sea Shanty workshop there, and I decided to sing this song, and he sort of appeared at the back because he was playing that evening and was sort of watching, and I was thinking, oh, here we go. What? I something infringed some sort of copyright thing. I was panicking. But actually he was very complimentary and very nice about it, so that's good. I did also post it on a forum online, and they went, it's really lovely, but it's not as good as the original version. And I was like, that's fair enough. A nice easy sing-along song as well. All you've got to sing is John Kanaka Tulaye or Tulaye. In the UK we get very funny. Apparently if you sing Tulaye, it's the Irish version. If you sing Turaye, it's the English version. And I remember getting an email from somebody going, dear Mr. Ricketts, I thought, here we go, that's scary as I thought. We realised you were singing Tulaye, which means you were singing the Irish version of the song and not Tulaye. But this is an English folk song, so next time could you please make sure you sing Tulaye? And I went, delete. So tonight, because the rebel side of me, I'm going to sing Tulaye, which is the Irish version. Anyone from Ireland in? Ish.
I mean, most people are a little bit from Ireland.
An ish Irish person. Irish. Sorry. Tulaye, John Kanaka Tulaye. And next time we'll sound a bit more familiar, right? See, you still got them singing voices there. Well, I thought I heard the old man say, John Kanaka Tulaye. Today is a holiday. John Kanaka Tulaye. Tulaye, oh Tulaye. John Kanaka Tulaye. Tulaye, oh Tulaye. John Kanaka Tulaye. A Yankee ship with a Yankee crew. John Kanaka Tulaye. For us English boys, we can pull her through. John Kanaka Tulaye. Tulaye, oh Tulaye. John Kanaka Tulaye. Tulaye, oh Tulaye. John Kanaka Tulaye. We'll heave and we'll haul away. John Tulaye. Well, we'll heave away to the break of day. John Kanaka Tulaye. Tulaye, oh Tulaye. John Kanaka Tulaye. Tulaye, oh Tulaye. John Kanaka Tulaye. I'm a Pompey boy, born and bred. John Kanaka Tulaye. I'm quick on my feet, but thick in the head. John Kanaka Tulaye. Tulaye, oh Tulaye. John Kanaka Tulaye. Tulaye, oh Tulaye. John Kanaka July. One more day till the break of day. John Kanaka July. July, oh July. John Kanaka July. July, oh July. I thought I'd do it again. Slow down, you move too fast. In the hot sun, I fought the Lord and needed money cause I had none. I fought the Lord and Sea Shanty's are punk rock songs, you see, right? I thought I heard the old man say, John, we can heave away to the break of day. John, July, oh July, John Kanaka July, oh July. 2, 3, 4, John Kanaka July. Well sang, you guys are awesome, thank you.
Where do you live in England?
I live in Portsmouth, so
Portsmouth.
if you hit London, you go all the way down to the beach from London south, and then a little bit west, and then you'll find Portsmouth there. So
Right.
yeah, it's an old naval city, I suppose.
Right. Yeah. And all your life there, pretty much, kind of
All
thing?
my life there,
Yeah.
I was born and bred Portsmouth, proud. Now live in Fareham, which is just the next. It's still Portsmouth postcode, but it's a little sort of suburb, I suppose.
Right.
And then I did spend a year, like the time away on ships, and I spent a year in Thailand teaching as well, which was really
that must have been
interesting.
something.
Yeah, that was certainly an experience. It wasn't for me, I don't think. It was an international school, so it was
Right.
It was 3 times the national wage to go for a term to this school.
Oh.
Which I suppose at the time didn't sit right with me. I didn't feel comfortable doing it. It wasn't I didn't feel like I belonged there.
Only the elite would be going there.
It didn't feel
Right.
like I belonged, and
Right.
it was one of those. It was.
Right.
It wasn't necessarily the kids that I had the issues with. It was the
The
structure,
parents and the administration.
I mean, and Thailand's quite a poor country anyway, and so
Yeah.
they drop the kids off and pick them up after 10 weeks in their Lamborghinis, and it just didn't sit right with me. So I got out, and now I'm teaching in possibly one of the most deprived postcodes in Portsmouth, in England, and I love it.
But your wins are going to be good wins.
Yeah,
Right?
It's
Yeah.
hard wins, but
Yeah.
when you get them, you get them. You know,
Yeah.
it's one of
Yeah,
those.
cool.
things. And it's a song about a man who every year goes from Galway over to Cheltenham, where there's the race course where he goes to watch the horse races. He saves up his money, £2,000 every year, and whacks it on a horse in the hope that he'll come back a rich man. And for years and years, he's not come back a rich man, and he hopes that this one time he does. I work my days on a Galway farm, sun, rain, wind and storm. Once a year I'll chance my arm and I'll cross the seas to England. I'll scrimp and save £2,000, spend a week in Cheltenham town. The racing over's always down and I'd come back poor to Galway. Well, I dreamed one night before I left, coal black mare with a white starred chest, crossed the line and beat the rest. I came back rich to go away. Rose at dawn, drove all day, thinking, wondering all the way. Lady luck, have you come to stay, steal away my morning? When I got to Cheltenham town, Irish faces all around, not a bed, no mattress to be found. I slept on the hillside, spent 2 days at the viewing ring.
horses they let in. Just when I was giving in, I stood and stared in wonder. With stamping hooves, steaming breath, cold black mare with a white star chest. I ran my finger down the list, matched the name and number. Well, Lady Luck, she come halfway. The horse's name, Galway Bay. 20 to 1 the odds that day. I went to make my wager. I counted up £2,000. How did I slapped it down? The bookie smiled and made no sound, and I knew what he was thinking. I was the biggest loser in the land. Pounding heart, shaking hand, I made my way up to the stand, and the horses came to order. Well, at the first she nearly fell, and I cursed my farmer's luck to hell. Second and third she took quite well, but still way behind the leader. Then moving sweetly from the back, she found the rails, caught the pack. 10 to go, and from the back her hooves were drumming thunder. She's catching horses one by one, bridle flashing in the sun. 8 to go, a mile to run, 2 were up before her. On the straight and down they sped, left one at the last for dead, caught the next one by a head, and she came home the winner. 'Cause I'd won. So I came back to my Galway farm, a wiser and a richer man, never again to chance my arm across the seas to England. 'Cause Lady Luck was mine that day, I held her close, she went my way. Raised a glass to Galway Bay and the dreams of a Galway farmer. Thank you very much. This one's got a lovely chorus. It's Blow My Winds Hi-Ho, a roving we will go. I'll go no more on England's shore to hear the music play. We're off on the morning train, we won't be back again. I'm taking a trip on a government ship 10,000 miles away. And it's blow my winds hi-ho, roving I will go. I'll go no more on this old shore to hear the music play. I'm off on a morning train, now I won't be back again. 'Cause I'm taking a trip on a government ship 10,000 miles away to Australia. 'Cause I've been naughty, no. It's usually it, right? Sing ho for a brave and gallant ship and a fair and favouring breeze, with a bully crew and a captain too to carry me o'er the seas. Carry me o'er the seamen lads till we get ship far away. I'm taking a trip on a government ship 10,000 miles away, and it's blowing my winds hi-ho. Train, won't be back again. Taking a trip on a government ship 10,000 miles away. If you don't get all of it, just sing the 10,000 miles away bit, right? My true love, she is beautiful. My true love, she is fair. Her eyes are like the diamond boys, golden is her hair. There's a heavy light, it's my good ship left the bay. She said, will you remember me 10,000 miles away? And it's blow loving tie-ho, her rolling I will go. I'll go no more on this old shore to hear the music play. I'm off on a morning train, won't be back again. Taking a trip on a government ship 10,000 miles away. Well, the sun may shine on a Portsmouth fog and the solar shines so bright. And I'll collect my pay, my lads, and I'll collect my beer. Well, I'll collect my beer, my lads, as the good ship leaves the bay. She said, will you remember me 10,000 miles away? And it's blowing tie-ho, her rowing I will go. I'll go no more on this old shore to hear the music play. I'm off on a morning train, won't be back again. Taking a trip on a government ship 10,000 miles away. And it's blowing tie-ho, her rowing I will go. I'll go no more on this old shore to hear the music play. I'm off on a morning train, won't be back again. I'm taking a trip on a government ship 10,000 miles away. I'm taking a trip on a government ship 10,000 miles away. Taking a trip on a government ship 10,000 miles away. Yeah.
And 5.5 years on the cruise ships. I know a number of people who've gone out on cruise ships, and I've almost gone a few times. I've been asked to go a few times, and I really almost did, but I never jumped on board, right? And
Yeah, it's certainly a lifestyle. That's why I had to get away from it, really. I loved the time. I look back really fondly on the time with mostly sort of Princess Cruises and a bit of P&O.
Right.
But
Mediterranean and Caribbean
all over.
and all over.
I didn't ever get to the Caribbean or Australia, but most other places sort of. Yeah, and I look back really fondly now at the time, but when I was on those ships, it was very much you played your, depending on which ship it was and which contract you had, you did your 3 or 4 45-minute sets a day, and then the rest of the time you were sort of sat around twiddling your fingers.
Able to do whatever.
And we partied a lot, I think, is the best way to put it. And I think it hit me a bit later on that that's not necessarily the lifestyle that I needed at that moment. And so I found a way out by going to Thailand. That was my way out, was going to teach in Thailand, and because I took the first job that would have me and went and tried it, and it's sort of shaped where I am now teaching in the UK and playing music.
Taking as much time as you can to do tours. And
I recently got asked to write a song for a local town where I live. There's a place called Gosport. Has anyone ever been to Gosport? Has anyone ever been to Portsmouth? Has anyone ever been to the UK?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Most people go to Portsmouth to get out of Portsmouth, or to go to the Isle of Wight, which is a small little island. But we've got a lot of a rich naval history. But Gosport over the sea a little bit, the Solent, is the place where I was asked to write this song, and I was given specific instructions that I wasn't allowed to include certain terminology. And we call it, if you're from Portsmouth and you know people from Gosport, we call it Gos Vegas. Because it's awful. It's an awful place. I hope this isn't being recorded because they commissioned me for this song. I've written this song, so I thought, how can I be positive about this tune and this song? And so I did a survey to a local school, a Gosport school where my son goes actually, because he lives in Gosport with his mum. And he got involved with the writing of this, and honestly, you could see his responses apart from everyone else's, and you knew that he was having a laugh and taking a mick, right? Taking a mick? Do you have that over here? Yeah. And basically, what came from it, and Gosport's got this really rich naval history. It's got this really lovely sort of old port. It's got a submarine museum, an explosion museum, probably a touchy subject for here.
Yeah. Their response didn't say anything about the sea, and I've been commissioned to write a sea shanty for their town. And I had to be as positive as I possibly could. And this is that song. The chorus is, so jump on the capstan and guide her. It's out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport. Makes you feel a bit ill saying that. The place that we call home. But honestly, if you ever get the chance to visit Gosport, don't. Sorry, I get so sidetracked. We performed this song as well in the Gosport Square. It was part of a high street festival where they're regenerating all the high streets to make them look better. And I think they should model it on Argyle Street, to be honest, the bars and clubs. And there was this giant fox that was on a scooter. It's a 5-metre fox. It was like the Wicker Man of Fox World. And it was genuinely terrifying. And I had the kids from the school singing it with me, and it was such a weird experience. But look it up, Gosport High Street Fest, if you get a chance, and you'll see this giant 5-metre fox. And me, because it poured down with rain the whole day, me in one of those poncho things, playing the guitar, and all the kids in these weird little ponchos that look awful. So, but anyway, here's the chorus. So jump on the capstan, guide her, it's out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport, the place that we call home. Try it. So jump on the capstan, guide her, it's out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport, the place that we call home. Was you ever in Gosport town? Ships and sailors all around. You don't find much of that now down in Gosport town. Gosport town down by the sea, where the waves crash, seagulls flee. There's a rich history down in Gosport town. So jump on the capstan, guide her, it's out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport, the place that we call home. So jump on the capstan, guide her, it's out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport, the place that we call home. The locals greet you with a smile, pace of life slows down a while. It's only unique and quirky style, Gosport town. So join us now as we're sea-bound in a bird. I forgot the words, so that's how much I got the kids to sing them on the day. So jump on the capstan, guide her, it's out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport, the place that we call home. So jump on the capstan, guide her, it's out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport, the place that we call home. Out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport, the place that we call home. So jump on the capstan, guide her, it's out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport, the place that we call home. So was you ever in Gosport town? Ships and sailors all around. You don't find much of that down in Gosport town. Gosport town down by the sea, waves crash and seagulls flee. There's a rich history down in Gosport town. So jump on the capstan, guide her, it's out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport, the place that we call home. Jump on the capstan, guide her, it's out the channel we'll go, longing for our Gosport, the place that we call home. Do you mind if I take another break from shanties? Yeah, please do. I heard it. It's all in the tone. So the latest CD is called Go to Sea No More, which isn't out yet. It's out on the 8th of September. But it is available for pre-order, and do you know what? I'm having such a great time tonight. If you do want a copy of it, pre-order it. Then there's a sticker to scan a QR code, and it takes you to the site. But if you do that, I'll send you all the tracks in advance as well. So if you give me your email address, I'll send you all the folder with all the tracks in as well if you want them, so you don't have to wait until the 8th of September. Which I'm sure you're so thrilled about. This song is not on that album. It's a song I wrote with a passenger on board the Princess Cruises ships, and it's a country song. He was a country singer, and I thought I'd dive into that world. Any country fans? 2, that's enough for me. Someone's phone's going off. Can I answer it? Who is it? And his chorus is chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, but still in love with you. Chipped, cracked, beaten and broken. You'll pick it up. I do it about 100 times. So. Just get this in tune. Sounds like a country. What, out of tune guitar? Thanks. Yeah. Do any of you guys know any sea songs? Do you ever sing? Anyone?
South Australia.
In South Australia I was born, heave away, haul away. South Australia round Cape Horn, and we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. As I walked out one morning fair, heave away, haul away. It's there I met Miss Nancy Blair, bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. I shook her up and I shook her down, heave away, haul away. I shook her round Halifax town, and we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. I wish I was on Australia's strand, heave away, haul away. A bottle of whiskey in each hand, and we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. Australia, my native land, heave away, haul away. With rocks and thieves and fleas and sand, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. And as we wallop around Cape Horn, heave away, haul away. You wish to Christ you'd never been born, bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing. We are bound for South Australia. Well said. That song was made big in the UK with a band, you might have heard of them. They got a movie and everything now called Fisherman's Friends. Very dear friends of mine, I go down and sing at their village hall to help them raise money for their shanty festival. They put me up and get me very drunk, is what they do. So and being a teacher, I did a thing on sea shanties as well, and it's so hard to convince teenagers that you're singing Cape Horn and not gay porn. That is a very difficult thing to say. So now I'm now known as the man that goes around singing about gay porn. Well, them days go by like minutes, and we're in this same old place, hoping someday soon we might find our saving grace. Who knows just what we've been through? Well, they wouldn't understand. It takes more than just a hurricane for me to not be the man. 'Cause I'm chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, still in love with you.
Hurt, tired, bruised, and lonesome, but I know we'll pull through. We've seen better days, girl, this I know is true. I'm chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, but still in love with you. And I wanna give you more, just never seems right. Every time we try and fix this, we end up in a fight. And I just wanna hold you, pretend everything's okay. No, we'll get back to those same old ways. 'Cause I'm chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, still in love with you. Hurt, tired, bruised and lonesome, and I know we'll pull through. We've seen better days, girl, this I know is true. I'm chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, but still in love with you. Still in love, love with you. Still in love, love with you. And I know that we can fix this. It just might take time. 'Cause I'm chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, still in love with you. Hurt, tired, bruised and lonesome, and I know we'll pull through. We've seen better days, girl, this I know is true. I'm chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, still in love with you. Yes, I'm chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, still in love with you. Hurt, tired, bruised and lonesome, and I know we'll pull through. We've seen better days, girl, this I know is true. Yes, I'm chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, still in love with you. Chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, still in love with you. Yes, I'm chipped, cracked, beaten and broken, still in love with you. So yeah, being a teacher is fun. I teach part-time in a school. I'm also, and it's a difficult job. You get asked some silly questions from students, and I spend my days trying to come up with witty and funny remarks back. My favourite in particular is a cheeky Year 9 lad, so about 13, 14, asked me the question, "Sir, is it true that when you get older your willy shrinks?" And I had to think about the response, and I had to say, "I hope so." Was the response. Terrible. I told you the jokes don't get any better, right? Yes, yeah, but it's been a tough time for teachers all over the world, I think, at the moment. I think we've had lots of strikes. I think you've had a fair amount of teacher strikes over here as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been weird. We started off with lockdown where we were these heroes and these frontline workers. Although our school didn't really know how to deal with lockdown because a lot of our children didn't have any devices, so we spent the first 6 months trying to get devices out to these students that didn't have access to them. And yeah, and then we sort of ended lockdown and we were these heroes, and then we go on strike and we become public enemy number one, right? This song it's written by a Scottish guy called D.Gaughan. It's a great tune. It's a very dramatic response to teachers striking, but it's a great song nonetheless with a wonderful message. I hope you like it, and it is on the new CD. That's not a CD. Well, here's to the workers who toil night and day by hand and by brain to earn your pay, who for centuries long past for no more than your bread have bled for your countries and counted you dead. In the factories and mills, the shipyards and mines, we've always been told to keep up with the times, 'cause our skills are not needed. They streamline the job by slide rule and stopwatch, our pride they have robbed. We're the first ones to starve, first ones to die, the first ones in line for that pie in the sky. And we're always the last when the cream is shed out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about. And when the day darkens and the prospect is war, who's given a gun and then pushed to the fore and expected to die for the land of our birth, when we rarely owned a handful of dirt. We're the first ones to starve, first ones to die, the first ones in line for that pie in the sky. And we're always the last when the cream is shed out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about. So here's to those things the worker has done, from ploughing the fields to carrying a gun. We've been yoked to the plough since time first began, yet always expected to carry the can. We're the first ones to starve, first ones to die, the first ones in line for that pie in the sky. And we're always the last when the cream is shed out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about. We're the first ones to starve, first ones to die, the first ones in line for that pie in the sky. And we're always the last when the cream is shed out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about. Thank you.
Take a drink.
That got a bit deep, didn't it? Sociable. You got Stan Rogers over here, right? We got Stan Hugel, who is our shanty collector. He's the reason we have a load of shanties. But I took this song. It's written by a friend of mine, David Buckley, who sings in a band called Kimber's Man. Great band if you ever get the chance. I'm going to take this off. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Didn't think it would get that much of a positive response. Didn't realise it was that sort of show. Sorry. But I sort of took this song on board, not about Stan Hugel, about Stan Rogers, because I'd spent a lot of time over here and I heard it and I thought, to me, this is a song about your shanty man in Canada. And it's got a great chorus. It's "Hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan the shanty man, can we follow you across the sea? Hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan the shanty man, will you sing a last song for me?" It's a song from the north of England, so you have to say last and not last, I'm told. Start with the chorus, give you a place to be. Hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan the shanty man, can we follow you across the sea? Hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan the shanty man, will you sing a last song for me? I don't usually start with the chorus, so it's completely thrown me off. I'm on the cold crisp dockside mornings that take your breath away, to hear the gathering seagulls chorus that sends us on our way, to hear the old oak timbers creaking that lull you off to sleep, to feel a good blimbo behind me as we sail across the deep. Hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan the shanty man, can we follow you across the sea? Hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan the shanty man, will you sing a last song for me? I wanna ride the topsail yard in the face of a howling gale, Stand side by side with shipmates hauling on the sail. I wanna laugh and scream and shout and fight with a special band of men. Climb high in the ring, watch the sun set again. And it's hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan, the shanty man converted across the sea. Hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan, the shanty man, will you sing a last song for me? I wanna toast the missing heroes wherever they may be. Stand side by side with shipmates we commended to the sea. I wanna doobie-doobie-doobie. Sail along the Davis Strait and chase the wave again. And it's hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan, the shanty man, can we follow you across the sea? Hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan, the shanty man, will you sing a last song for me? And it's hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan, the shanty man, can we follow you across the sea? And it's hey Stan, hey Stan, hey Stan, the shanty man, will you sing a last song for me? Will you sing a last song for me? Sing a last song for me. Thank you.
So you've got an album coming out,
Yes.
and you have tracks from before as well?
Yeah, I've got. This is my fifth studio.
Fifth studio album? Okay.
I think, yeah, fifth studio album. It's called Go to See No More. And the idea is that I've got some songs that I'll play tonight that are not sea shanty or sea songs, but
Right.
they're me trying to take a step away from that a little bit.
Right.
Like, ish. I mean, I will always have the sea songs and that there. I think
Yeah.
that's always going to be a theme, but the idea is to do more writing and do more of those things.
I think it's like, especially in the writing, it's like just writing country music or just writing blues or
Yeah.
just, yeah.
I mean, I tend to, I always come back to the sea references, and I don't know what it is. It's something, maybe it's the Portsmouth in me that's coming out. I've always lived by the sea, so.
You grew up with it. I know I grew up in Edmonton, Alberta, and there's a lot of that, the environment that you grew up in carries through, right?
Yeah.
Or where you spend a long time. We've been here 11 years now in Nova Scotia, and some of this stuff is, some of the culture is infiltrated into me.
Yeah.
And I feel at home here now.
Fantastic.
And so it filters in somehow, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So my son Jack, like I said, I told you he had like funny things that he'd written in this survey at first, but when I went on cruise ships, it was quite difficult. I spent a long time away from him at a time. I was sort of 5-6 month contracts, and it was difficult at times for both of us. But when I came back, we used to always go into the city centre taking the bus. And this was a thing we did together. So we went in and we looked around, and we usually went to the cinema and saw some rubbish movie. The last rubbish one we sort of like when he was that young, I remember specifically that was rubbish was Angry Birds. If anyone saw it. Controversial, right? But I tend to just sleep through the films anyway when we go. But yeah, anyway, so story. So we used to always go on the bus into town, and when he's very short for his age, he's very much like me. I'm very short for my age, and so I used to say to him, look, if he's 6 years old, he gets on for half the price than if he's 7 years old. So when he was 7, I said to him, look, Jack, you're going to pretend you're 6. Okay, and we're going to get save some money, get him on the bus. And he said, great. He's pretty switched on, again like me. And he said, what are we going to spend the money on? So I said, we'll get you some sweets when we get into town, and we'll go from there. And so we go to get on the bus. I say 1.5, because you call children halves in the UK if you get on the bus, which sounds quite rude, doesn't it? But it's 1.5 to Portsmouth City Centre, and the bus driver gives me the tickets, and we walk to the back of the bus. We always used to sit at the back of the bus. We enjoyed that, and we got halfway, and he said, "Young man." So I turned around, and he was talking to Jack, not me. He said, "Young man," we turned around, and he said, "How old are you?" I could see the panic in his eyes. And he said,
He looked at me, looked at the bus driver. I saw the light bulb moment happen. He went, "I'm 6 years old." I thought, winner, we get through. So he said, "I've taught him to lie so far," is what we've got. Great parenting advice. And so we sit at the back of the bus. We start to go on our journey. It's not a long journey. And he then stops the bus and pulls over and says, "Young man, when are you going to be 7? And I see the panic in his eyes again, panic in my eyes, and he looked at me and the light bulb moment happened again, and he turned around to the bus driver and he said, "When I get off the bus." This one is a song all about, want to cheer you up actually, all about mental health. And this song became prominent and relevant to me during that lockdown period. I think I found it quite hard. I'd certainly spent a lot of my teachers' wages while we had the 6 months of getting the devices out to students. It meant that people like myself didn't have a huge amount to do. I started a thing called Cover a Day towards the end where I did a cover song every day and posted it out to hopefully put a smile on people's faces. But sort of that was I suppose it was a mask. It was a sort of I am okay, I'm here, but actually deep down and looking back now, I probably wasn't, because I dug myself into a hole during lockdown. I think lots of people did, and it was the music that then got me out of it. And this is one of those songs that I suppose came out of that for me. All you got to sing is "Keep Hauling, Keep Hauling." When love just seems so far away, keep hauling, you'll find your way in this life someday. Keep hauling, boys, when your guiding stars in a stormy sky. Keep hauling, remember you and the reason why. Keep hauling, boys, here's a chorus. Keep hauling, no, rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling, boys. When you tried your best and you failed to succeed, keep hauling, remember fate rewards the bold. Keep hauling, boys, keep hauling, no, rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling, boys, whatever your ship, whatever your sea. Keep hauling, whatever your rocks or waves may be. Keep hauling, boys, keep hauling, no, rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling, boys, keep hauling, no, rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling, boys. Thank you. I'll take a sip, sorry. Before you turn me off again. So yeah, I was due to go out on a huge tour, France, Canada, Poland. They got a weird, considering they didn't have a shoreline for a long time. They've got a huge shanty scene. It's really bizarre. And the biggest shanty festival in the world is there. I know that the guys from Great Big Sea visited it once, and yeah, it's a great place. And I was due to do all these festivals and these places, and it fell through with COVID, and unfortunately, and then I thought, how can I bring everyone together? I started a project called the Worldwide Shanty Project, where I'd written a song and I asked the people that I was supposed to be seeing that summer to contribute and to be a part of it. And it grew into this massive thing. I had something like 56 different people representing 32 different countries around the world.
Cool.
And it was endorsed by a man called John Tams, who's a wonderful, if you've heard of the play Warhorse in the UK, he did all the songs for that. He's just a wonderful gentleman, and he sort of really helped push that. And it was a song called All Stand Together. When the COVID hit, the stupidest thing happened in the superstores around, in the supermarkets in the UK, where everyone decided that we were going to run out of toilet paper. Did that happen here as well? That means I don't have to explain that line, so that's good. And so, yeah, we put it together. The country was going mad, and it was a focus for me for a lot of that time. And it's got a wonderful sort of like line. I think we'll all stand together. We'll get through this time. And there's bigger challenges and things now that we're all facing as well. I think you guys have had it really rough recently with fires and floods and all sorts. I'm waiting for the frogs to appear, and then I'll be running the opposite direction, I think. My friends said, I told them I was coming out to Canada, and they said, have they not suffered enough over the last 2 months? Which I thought was a bit harsh as well. So All Stand Together. I'm very proud of this song. It's one of those ones that came to me sort of in about 10 minutes. I think I wrote it and said, right, I need to get other voices on it. And we'll all stand together, we'll get through this time. And listen out for the toilet roll line. We talk of old times and what came before. God knows the hard times of old England and Canada. And it takes a plague for us all to hold hands and pat each other's backs. Nobody said it would be easy. Nobody said it would be hard. In this plight, this dark and lonely night, I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you on the other side. We're stuck in our homes, hoarding toilet rolls, 'cause we don't know how long this will be. Out of the jokes that we've seen, all the bits and the memes, keep us smiling. Nobody said it would be easy. Nobody said it wouldn't be hard. In this plight, on this dark and lonely night, I'll see you on the other side. Oh, I'll see you on the other side. We'll all stand together. We'll get through this time. Try it. We'll all stand together. We'll get through this time. One more time. We'll all stand together. We'll get through this time. 'Cause the days are now brighter, my clothes a little tighter, as we learn how to move on. Oh, and once again, it's the working class that help bail our leaders out. Nobody said it would be easy. Nobody said it wouldn't be hard. In this plight, the dark and lonely night, I'll see you on the other side. Oh, I'll see you on the other side. We'll all stand together. We'll get through this time. We'll all stand together. We'll get through just going to carry on playing. Is everyone okay with that?
Yep.
This song again, it's the first song I wrote after about 6 years of sort of having a hiatus, like being on ships. I didn't do a huge amount. I was very much in the ship moment, and this song was the first one I wrote. It's a song called Songs in the Key of C. Here we go again, out at sea, here we go again. The cold wind breeze, raise a glass to sweet company, 'cause all I know is songs in the key of C. Oh, it's been a while since our last field day, but I won't say now. Let's not delay, we'll go deeper and deeper to uncharted shores, and you're gonna hear things you've never heard before. So take a seat, when you're in his voice, tell of this long lost cause. For my songs have been sung, but I'm back bigger and stronger. This time longer, sit down, right on board. Here we go again, out at sea, here we go again. Cold wind breeze, raise a glass to sweet company, 'cause all I know is the songs in the key of C. You and me, forever on the sea. You and me, forever on the sea. You and me, forever on the sea. Here we go again, out at sea, here we go again. The cold wind brings a glass to sweet company, 'cause all I know is the songs in the key of C. I've traveled a different road, the short one now is giving me stories that I can show and I'll tell. Life is for living, that's what they say. Don't stay in one place, it's anchors away. Here we go again, out at sea, here we go again. The cold wind brings a glass to sweet company, 'cause all I know is songs in the key of C.
Where's the easiest place to get your music?
I suppose Spotify. I know it's one of those things that it's
Well,
controversial,
I want
isn't
people.
it?
Hang on. I
Yeah.
want people to buy your music, to download the MP3 or the
okay,
WAV
yeah, yeah.
file and get a good quality experience.
Yeah.
And, is it the Bandcamp or is it
It's
Bandcamp?
Bandcamp's the one.
Okay,
Yeah.
ChrisRicketts.bandcamp.com. Okay.
Yeah, there's links on the website rickettsmusic.co.uk. There's a link there that takes you directly to the Bandcamp to then download it and
the first Friday of every month they waive their percentage.
That's right.
So all the money goes to the artist.
Yeah.
And that kind of attitude goes a long way with artists, I think.
100%. I know
kind.
there's the controversy around sort of these streaming sites.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe we become lazy as consumers because it's so easy to put a name in Spotify and press play and things like that. And I think, it's taken a lot away from us as artists, I suppose. But then it swings around about because it's also everyone's on there.
Everybody's finding you, and are you getting good plays on Spotify?
The last couple of months, it's been really, really good leading up to this sort of tour. This is, like I say, it's 4 years since I've done something this big. And I've got Eric Alper, who's the guy that's running the PR
out of
stuff.
Toronto,
and he's been superb. And I can really see the plays, especially in Halifax. Like there's been way more than I'd ever have if it was just me sat at home in me,
Right.
in me office. And,
Yeah.
or-
Clicking on your computer,
Yeah.
picking up your phone, trying to get.
Please listen to this. I promise it's all right.
Yeah, it's always easier for someone else to sell you than you
Yes,
doing it yourself, right?
and I hate it. I'm the worst person at doing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we've been through that as well, so
Yeah.
I totally get it. And every artist I know suffers the same issue, and that's why we have managers and agents and publicists and the Eric Alpers of the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
he's been superb. Honestly, he's
Good.
been really, really good.
Yeah.
And then the guys over at Blues and Roots Radio, I believe,
Yeah.
they've been doing quite a lot with the
Anne
Sound
and,
Cafe and Stevie.
Stevie, yeah.
Yeah, they're superb.
Great.
I met them at the Cambridge Folk Festival about 5 or 6 years ago.
For just one time, I will take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. Westward from the Davis Straits, there was set to lie the sea route to the Orient, of which so many died, seeking gold and glory, leaving weathered, broken bones, and a long forgotten, lonely can of stones. For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, then make the Northwest Passage to the sea. And after a mile behind the west, that mileage clicking west, I think of brave Mackenzie, David Thompson, and the rest, who cracked these mountain ramparts. They showed a way for me to race the roaring Fraser to the sea. For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make the Northwest Passage to the sea. How then am I so different from the others through this way? Like them I led this settled life, I threw it all away, to seek a Northwest Passage at that call of many men, and to find there but the road back home again. For just one time, I will take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make the Northwest Passage to the sea. I'm going to do loads more, is that right? I'm just going to carry on and enjoy myself. Nobody on the road, nobody on the beach, I feel it in the air. The summer's out over reach, empty lake, empty streets, sun goes down low. Now I'm driving by your house, but I know you're not can see you, brown skin shining in the sun. Yeah, you're walking real slow with your sunglasses on. Now I will tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. Never forget those nights. I wonder if it was a dream. Remember how you made me crazy and how I made you scream. Now I don't understand what happened to our love. But baby, when I get you back, I'm gonna show you what I'm made of. I can see you, brown skin shining in the sun. You got your top roll back and radio on, baby. Now I will tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. I'm on the road today, so black, sticker on a Cadillac. Little voice inside my head says, don't look back, you can never look back now. I thought I knew what love was, what did I know? The days are gone forever, I should just let them go. I can see you, brown skin shining in the sun. Yeah, you're walking real slow with your sunglasses on, baby. Now I will tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. I can see you, brown skin shining in the sun. Yeah, you're walking real slow with your wayfarers on, baby. Now I will tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. Thank you. I'm very fortunate that I can come away and do this and travel and sing, and it really is a dream, so thank you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I think you say you're only as good as your audience, right? And I think you've been wonderful this evening. This next song, I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to hopefully do that thing where you go off and then that happens and then you come back on. I might be assuming, so, yeah. What is that all about? What is it? What is that? What?
Why don't you just stay up? You don't have to go back.
Yeah, let's do that. And it's these songs that have taken me all over the world, these sea shanties and sea songs, which are a very bizarre thing, and I can't believe it's happening to me. I'd like, honestly, if I could do it, anyone could do it. I mean, yeah, I'm going all over the place. They've got flyers and things with the shows that are coming up. If you're around, please come along and yeah, so just come say hi. I'd like to meet every single one of you as well tonight. Do stick around and come and say hello. I'll probably be at the bar having a Caesar. Because I've become addicted to a few things since I've been in Canada. The first thing is Tim Hortons. And the second thing is a Caesar. A what? Kale salad. That sounds awful.
Yeah, by kale salad, she means poutine.
Oh, poutine, okay, yeah.
That's what you meant to say.
I'm learning a lot because there's a beer down in New Brunswick called Moosehead, and I heard that you don't call them moose over here, you call them swamp donkeys, so that's a new one to me. I thought that was quite cool. I would like to learn a lot more about the local culture. Oh, lobster rolls. I've become very addicted to lobster rolls as well.
This one's got a nice simple chorus. It goes something like this. Way, hey, and up she rises. Fine, I'll do two more. I was going to do it, but that's not the chorus that you think it is. But we'll do it anyway. The reason this song's so big and popular is it was the only one allowed to be sang in the merchant navy. If you were a sailor for about 15 to 20 years, because it was good for every single job. I told you I'd give you some shit facts.
Let's go. Well, what shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Lying in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises. Hooray, up she rises. Hooray, and up she rises. Lying in the morning. Stick him in a longboat till he's sober. Stick him in a longboat till he's sober. Stick him in a longboat till he's sober. Lying. Hooray, and up she rises. Hooray. Hooray. Well, stick him in bed with the captain's daughter. Stick him in bed with the captain's daughter. Stick him in bed with the captain's daughter. Lying.
Now there are some dodgy verses in here. I don't know if I can get away with them. But we're all friends here, right? We'll shave his bollocks with a rusty razor. Shave his bollocks with a rusty razor. And it's a hooray. Like the captain's daughter, who looks like the captain's daughter, who looks like the captain's daughter, lying. And it's hooray, 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 lying in the morning, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, up she rises, hooray, up she rises, lying. One more time, and it's hooray. I know the level I'm working with now. I wasn't going to do that verse. I'm sorry if I've upset anyone. So this chorus goes, way, hey, and up she rises, and Shenandoah. These are the songs that we all sing to help remind us of shore. So blow the man down, bullies, round Rio Grande, where the girls, they'll come out to play. These are the songs that we all sing to help us on our way. Got it? If not, just sing help us on our way, and if that's too hard, just sing way. Something like this. And it's way, and up she rises, and Shenandoah. These are the songs that we all sing to help remind us to shore. Blow the man down, bullies round Rio Grande, where the girls they'll come out to play. These are the songs that we all sing to help us on our way. Let's try that last line again. To help us on our way. These songs have travelled far across the sea, touched the ears of many connecting countries. In true British spirit, we love to sing, so raise the sails high and let nostalgia ring. And it's way, hey, and up she rises, and Shenandoah. These are the songs that we all sing
to help remind us to shore. Blow the man down, so blow the man down, please, round real ground. Where the girls they'll come out to play. These are the songs that we all sing to help us on our way. So lest we forget, so we don't lose touch, these songs they have meanings we need so much. So close your eyes, feel the cold sea air. These must be remembered, songs we must share. And it's way up she rises, and Shenandoah, these are the songs. These are the songs that we all sing to help remind us to shore. Blow the man down, blow the man down, please, round the old ground, where the girls they'll come out to play. These are the songs that we all sing to help us on our way. So here's to the past, what came before. Raise a glass to the ones you adore. Here's to them sailors fighting our wars. Let me hear you sing, let me hear you roar. It's way up she rises, and Shenandoah. These are the songs that we all sing to help remind us to shore. Blow the man down, please, round the old ground, where the girls they'll come out to play. These are the songs that we all sing to help us on our way. I'll get home on the 24th, the morning of the 24th, and I'll meet Jack at the airport with my mum and dad. And Jack will ask me things in the car on the way home. He'll say, were the audience friendly? Were the audience is lovely? And I'll say, yes. They were wonderful, the best I've ever had. And he'll say, did they clap and laugh at your rubbish jokes, Dad? And I'll say, yep. They're not that rubbish. And then he'll ask, did they ask for more and stand up at the end of your performances, Dad? So if not for me. Way up she rises, and Shenandoah. These are the songs that we all sing to help remind us to shore. Blow the man down, blow the man down, it's round real ground, where the girls they'll come out to play. These are the songs that we all sing to help us on our way.
For Jack!
You're a damn good fisherman.
How unexpected. Honestly, you guys have been awesome tonight. Thank you so much. What a way to start this first leg of the tour. There's this wonderful venue. Thank you to the wonderful people for having me here. I could not be more thankful. Thank you to just all of you, every single one on the sound, Jonathan, Harry behind the bar, Robert for making me talk to him for, and honestly, whatever I said, I can't even remember what I said because I was so nervous about coming up here tonight. But like I say, hopefully you've got something you can work with on your radio show, and I've not made a complete tit out of myself. Well, we started the evening strangers, but I hope that has changed. 'Cause I'm not here for the glory or the money that I'm paid. I'm here for the stories and memories we we create, and drinking in good company and singing until late. So raise a glass, raise it high, for we might not ever all meet here again. Here's a toast to you, new and old friends. So let the laughter fill the air, and our smiles be to wear. And when we sail for home, let the skies be always clear. But if the stormy winds might catch us, we'll have our shipmates to guide us through this darkness and show us there is light. So raise a glass, raise it high, for we might not ever all meet here again. Here's a toast to you, new and old friends. Well, let our ship she lie at anchor, with the sailors all in port, where we'll drink and be merry like those from before. And may the work be always easy, the captain on our side, sweet tide our rigging boys and ride the flowing tide. So raise a glass, raise it high, for we might not ever all meet here again. Here's a toast to you, new and old friends. And when we must depart and go on our way, I bid you a farewell, friends, and a good day. So much for any friend. And I hope we come back together here soon, where we can sing at the Carlton until something, I can't think of something. I'm trying to make it up. Can you tell? When we must depart and all go on our way, I'll bid you a farewell, sir, on this day. And as our ship she lies at anchor, we'll sail out that bay to sail on home together. We'll sail on out that way. Can I stay just one more day, please? One more day. So raise a glass and raise it high, for we might not ever all meet here again. Here's a toast to you, new and old friends. So raise a glass and raise it high, for we might not ever all meet here again. Here's a toast to you, new and old friends. Here's a toast to you, new and old friends. I recorded this on the Songs in the Key of C album, and it got absolutely slated. So they said, why on earth is this song on that album? And I had to explain it everywhere I went. And basically, remember the university story where I completely failed my first module because I did what I wanted rather than what I was told. This song did the same thing for Tom Petty. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to whack it on there, and that's my sort of
fingers up to the shanty world in a funny way. It was supposed to be funny, but no, they didn't get it. But anyway, help me out with this one. Like I say, thank you. I hope to see you again very soon. You guys have been awesome. Again. And yeah, CDs, blah blah blah, whatever. Come and say hi, more importantly, right? But more importantly, I don't want to take them home with me because they weigh a lot. And what I want to take home is local arts and crafts from the places I visit, and sort of local delicacies, and probably a bottle of Clamato juice. Please spread the word. You guys have been awesome. Please say, copy the CDs, send them out to people, get the word around. I'd love to come back again at some point. And it's down to you guys to help with that. You guys are fantastic with that. And come and say hi. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up to the gates of hell, but I won't back down. I will stand my ground. Won't be turned around. In a world that keeps on shoving me down, won't back down. Hey, darling, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, you know I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. While I know what's right, I've only got one life. In a world that keeps on shoving me down, I won't back down. Hey, darling, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, you know I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Well, I won't back down. You could stand me up to the gates of hell, but I won't back down. Hey, darling, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, you know I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. No, I won't back down. No, I